And hello, everybody, and welcome inside Gersten Pavilion for the LMU Lions and the Portland Pilots. LMU fresh off one of its biggest wins in the past 30 years, a win on the road against Gonzaga. They look to follow it up here tonight against the Portland Pilots, the second meeting of the year between these two ball clubs. And let's get you ready for this ball game with a couple of key players for each side. We'll start with the LMU Lions and start with the National Player of the Week, Cam Shelton, also the WCC Player of the Week. He had 27 points and 9 rebounds in the win against Gonzaga and the game-winning shot, which is 14 seconds to go. He has been outstanding all year long and will certainly be a factor here tonight. As for Portland, we take a look at Moses Wood, the 6'8 redshirt junior, transfer out of UNLV. He did not play in the first meeting between the DePaul clubs, and he is Portland's leading scorer at just under 15 points per ball game, a big threat from behind the three-point line, and a lot to handle for the Lions tonight. And as we look forward, let's give you a couple of keys to tonight's ball game as well. Who wins the three-point battle? We mentioned the Lions have been great from three. They hit 15 of 30 in the first matchup. Portland struggled from downtown, but they are a high-volume three-point team. That'll be something to watch tonight for the Lions. The interior combo of Michael Graham and Rick Asanza, they were fantastic against Gonzaga and will look to be so again tonight. And finally, LMU's focus and mental approach, building off that Gonzaga win. How do they respond to success and try to follow it up here tonight? It's LMU and Portland coming up from Gersten Pavilion. Don't go away here on the WCC Network. Today's broadcast is sponsored by University Credit Union, the official credit union of LMU Athletics. By Cedars-Sinai. Cedars-Sinai is the official health partner of LMU Athletics. Learn more at cedarsinai.org. And by TicketSmarter. Experience the power and excitement of live events with TicketSmarter. Think smart. Think TicketSmarter.
At University Credit Union, we're a different kind of financial institution because we were founded over 70 years ago by the university community for the university community. Our experts put our member owners first by offering personalized advice on savings and investing and competitive loan rates to help you on your financial journey. Bank with your brain and get a financial advantage because you deserve more than a bank. You deserve a partner committed to your financial success. Learn more and join today at ucu.org.
At Cedars-Sinai, we're right here for Los Angeles. Here for the Cedars-Sinai, proud to be #1 in California and #2 in the nation.
And welcome back, everybody. Jesse Cass here with you inside Gersten Pavilion. LMU and Portland ready for tip-off as the Lions and Pilots for the second time this season. LMU, in the first game of conference, defeated Portland 92-72. That, of course, was on the road. LMU trying to make it a clean season sweep over the Pilots. But a little bit different for both teams. Mentioned Moses Wood back in the fold for the Pilots, and that man, Tyler Robertson. He played just 13 minutes in the first matchup after spraining his ankle. So Portland healthier and hungrier as they have won 3 of their last 4 ball games. It'll be a Sansa jumping it up midcourt with Christian Scholand. We are ready for basketball from Gersten Pavilion. Tip is up. It is controlled by a Sansa and the Lions. And LMU starts out going left to right. Starting 5 for the Lions: Cam Shelton, Justin Arns, Lamage Lewis, Kelly Leapepe, and Rick Asanza. Lewis trying his second straight start with Alex Merkvalaze out of the lineup. Lamage Lewis right on cue, swiveling through the lane and finishes inside. And Lewis gets the Lions on the board, 2-0 start. For Portland, Tyler Robertson, Juan Sebastian Gorosito, Christian Scholand, Moses Wood, and Chika Nduka, the 5 on the floor. Scholand never shy, 3-point threat, misses from straight away. And the Lions look to run. Leapepe spinning, he'll fade, fire, and connect. And the Lions start 2 for 2 and lead 4-0. Good start for LMU a minute into the ball game. Portland, another shot for Scholand. This one from the left corner, that's off the mark. Scholand's 32% from 3 on the year, but very streaky and can be a good shooter at times as the Lions working the left post to Asanza, backing down Nduka, double team, foul is on the floor. So stay Lion basketball, 18:43 to go in this first half. Foul is on Nduka, his first. See Asanza going to work in the lane and getting crunched inside. Cam Shelton to toss it in for the Lions. They'll get it into Lamage Lewis, who hands back to the reigning Lou Henson National Player of the Week, Cam Shelton. Arns, deep 3, that one too strong off the back rim. Rebound kept alive and taken by Shelton. And the Lions will reset. Arns will try again, this time off the mark once again. Rebound collected by the Pilots. Juan Sebastian Gorosito. Really everyone except Nduka, a threat from the outside for Portland. As Scholand inside, blocked by Asanza. Asanza, who had 3 rejections against Gonzaga, wipes that one away, and the Lions with a 4-0 lead, looking to add to it. Leapepe fires, that's too strong, and Moses Wood able to clear the rebound for Portland. Robertson off the pump fake, and he's bumped and fouled by Asanza. First on Asanza, first team foul for the Lions. LMU, as mentioned, coming off arguably their biggest win, or at least one of them, in the past 30 years, winning on the road at Gonzaga, the number 6 team in the nation. The first time LMU won at Gonzaga since 1991. This is their first game since then. They were off on Saturday, so they had a full week to kind of soak that in and get ready for this 2-game homestand. As Robertson catch and fire 3, that's good. Tyler Robertson, very talented player, averaging just under 15 points, 5.5 assists, 5 rebounds. He had a 30-point triple-double last season against LMU. Gets Portland going for their first points, 4-3 lead for LMU. Cam Shelton in the near corner will reset it back out to Arns. Shot clock down to 7 for the Lions. Arns on the drive. Inside, pivoting and getting to the rim for the lay-in. Justin Arns inside, and the Lions lead 6-3. Arns had a LMU season high for him, 18 points when the Lions beat Portland to open up conference play. Gets his first 2 of the night. LMU leads by 3. Gorosito out for Sholin. He'll try again. He's now 0 for 3. All good looks for Sholin. Rebound taken by LMU. Cam Shelton at the controls. Shelton working on Nduka. Nduka went down. Shelton blocked by Wood, the help side defense, and here comes Portland. Robertson pushing the pace to the bucket. Misfire tip from Wood is up and in. Moses Wood gets Portland once again back within 1, 6-5. Justin Arns dumps it down low for Asanza. Working on Nduka, trying to back him down, and an offensive foul. Nduka was anticipating. Just a little shove from Asanza will be the second personal on the Lion big man. So Asanza checks out. Michael Graham checks in. Look on that last one, just a little chicken wing from Asanza. Left elbow extending, and Nduka was anticipating. Gorosito lost his footing, somehow able to recover the basketball. Alden Applewhite, who just checked into the ball game. Applewhite, the redshirt freshman transfer from Eastern Washington, talented player, as they bump and a foul on the perimeter on the Lions. Chance Stevens, who just checked in, picks up the foul. They'll send us to a timeout on the floor. 15:49 to go in this first half of play. LMU 6 and Portland 5 on the LMU Sports Network. Lions in front by 1. And welcome back, everybody. Jesse Cassidy with the Gersten Pavilion. Take a look at that initial starting lineup for the Lions. I mentioned Shelton, Arns, Lewis, Leapepe, and Asanza. And a look at LMU head coach Stan Johnson. Johnson implored the fans to pack the house in Gersten, and good crowd on hand. Still some filtering in, but a nice crowd. Mentioned Stan Johnson doing what Lions haven't been able to do since 1991 with that win at Gonzaga, but now comes the important part for the Lions, following it up in this 2-game homestand, a chance to really establish yourself at the top of the conference. Portland obviously has their own ideas. Mentioned their starters: Tyler Robertson, Juan Sebastian Gorosito, Christian Sholin, Moses Wood, and Chika Nduka. Have some subs on the floor as well, which we'll update you on as the Lions work trailing for the first time off that Applewhite jumper. A whistle and a foul away from the basketball will go on Moses Wood. His first, second team fouls. You get a look at Shante Leggins, head coach for Portland, second season, coming over from Eastern Washington, and immediately shifted the culture for Portland after multiple years of sometimes 1 or 0 wins in the conference, as Stevens way off on a 3. But Portland a year ago went 7-7 in the WCC, and they've responded after they started 0-3 in conference play. They're up to 3-4. I mentioned they've won 3 of their last 4. Had some injuries and getting healthier, and looking more like the team we saw a year ago, a 19-win team a year ago for Portland. Robertson, covered by his countrymate Leah Pepe, lost it on the way up, wanted a foul, won't get it. And ball back to the Lions with 14:50 to go in this first half. Jalen Anderson checks in for the first time for LMU. Lions with Anderson, Chance Stevens, Juan Marvel, Kelly Leah Pepe, and Michael Graham. Marvel and Robertson collide, and it's a late whistle, but a blocking foul on Robertson. A little weave outside. You saw Robertson a hair late, and Marvel doing just enough to avoid straight-on contact. So LMU resets from the side. Jalen Anderson up top for Leah Pepe. Mentioned the Lions without Alex Merk-Valaze tonight. There's an injury he suffered in the St. Mary's game as Marble left wing 3, that's too strong. Leah Pepe able to back tap it out front. Jalen Anderson on the drive, double clutching, tough shot. Graham over the top for a rebound. Leah Pepe will pump fake, tried to feed inside, but that pass is stolen. Mike Meadows. Here comes Portland. Robertson, catch and shoot 3 is good. Oh, Portland, after a slow start, now on a 7-0 run. Lead 10-6 with 6 minutes gone by in this first half. LMU 0 for their last 4 and 1 of their last 8. Leah Pepe in the left corner. Line's a little stagnant here early on. Go to Marble. Across the lane, picks up the dribble and bounces back out for Anderson. Anderson driving by Robertson, trying to dump it off. That is kicked out of bounds by Wood. That turnover that led to the transition 3. Tyler Robertson mentioned he only played 13 minutes in the first meeting because he sprained his ankle. But he is back in his usual form. 6 early points for Robertson. Lions with 4 to shoot. They'll inbound to Graham, over to Stevens. Has to fire, got inside. Floater was after the shot clock expired. So a shot clock violation for the Lions will keep their scoreless drought going. A little over 3.5 minutes for the Lions. Officials are gonna review the play just to make sure they got it right. Look at Stan Johnson for the initial 4-0 start for the Lions. LMU mentioned a little stagnation, a little sluggish offensively, as it is deemed a shot clock violation. You see the ball still in the hands of Stevens. The ball back to the Pilots, 13:36 to go in this first half, and Portland on a 7-0 run with a 4-point lead. Robertson will bring it ahead for Portland. Mentioned he's got 6 of the 10. Over to Meadows. Meadows had a career-high 29 points the first time these two teams met. He was one of the lone sources of offense as Lamage Lewis knocks it away. Sholin tried to dive to save it, but was out of bounds. Lamage Lewis, that is what he can provide. Excellent defense on the perimeter. You see the active hands, the poke away, and then Sholin couldn't keep it in bounds. So LMU off the first turnover of the night for the Pilots, looking to break their drought. Cam Shelton, after a brief rest, back out there. Jalen Anderson over to Lamage Lewis. Lions once again up against the shot clock. Lewis on the drive, blocked again by Wood. His second rejection of the night, the help side defense from Moses Wood. We highlighted Wood in the opening for his offensive prowess, but showing off the defensive chops as well. Lions with 3 to shoot. 13:03 in this first half. Inbounds comes into Leia Pepe. Not aware of the clock, just gets it off. And that one ricochets off the iron. Lions struggles continue. Portland overhead. They will turn it over right back. Well, the Lions luckily only trail by 4, despite not having scored in 4.5 minutes. Lamaj Lewis holding in the left corner. Right corner rather, over to Cam Shelton up top. And on the switch by Nduka, looking to drive. Shelton swarmed by defenders. He'll kick it back out for Lewis. Lewis not usually a threat from outside, so he'll dump it down for Michael Graham, working on Wood. Turnaround rainbow hook. Tear drops its way in and breaks the drought for the Lions. Their first made field goal in 5 minutes. And their first in 7 tries to make it a 2-point ball game, 10-8, with 12:17 to go in this first half. Nduka handles up top. Handoff for Wood. He'll put it on the floor, attack the rim. Little dream shake move, and that one will get the friendly roll. Well, Moses Wood with his second field goal attempt. He's 2 for 2. Shelton trying to respond back the other way. Got caught in Coffin's corner. Able to get it out to Graham, and now up top for Jalen Anderson. Lions working around for Leia Pepe. Takes Robertson down, kicks it to Lewis. Wide open, right corner 3. KVN! First 3-pointer of the night for the Lions, and it comes from Lamaj Lewis. Lewis has not shot a lot of them. Has not shot a high percentage, but love that he took it with confidence, and now picks up the ball off the Anderson deflection. Shelton down the lane, lost the handle. Graham with a good hustle to back tap it out front, and the Lions work. Jalen Anderson, crossover, pull-up jumper. Ricochets off the iron, no good. Friendly fire from Portland, but they're able to corral the rebound nonetheless, and Portland walks it ahead. 1-point lead for the Pilots, 12-11 as we go under 11 minutes to play in this first half. Robertson trying to get rid of Leia Pepe on the perimeter. Hands off to Nduka. He'll put up the floater and banks it in. Chika Nduka also had one of his best games against the Lions a year ago as Shelton gets a free pass to the rim. Miscommunication from the Pilots, and the Lions back within 1. 14-13 with 10:42 to go. We hit a timeout on the floor. Get a look at Lamaj Lewis knocking down a 3. Lions trail by 1 on the WCC Network. We'll be back. And welcome back, everybody. Here at Gersten Pavilion, LMU trailing by 1, 14-13, 10:42 to go in this first half of play. Portland Pilots 6 of 12 from the field so far with 2 3-pointers. Lions 6 of 16. LMU went through that drought where they missed 6 consecutive shots and were 1 of 10. We said all things considered, Lions fortunate to be down just one as the Pilots out of the timeout. Meadows down the lane, tough shot counted, then a foul. Mike Meadows, the Hollywood native, went to Campbell Hall High School, so the local product with a tough finish. A chance for a three-point play. That foul was on Jalen Anderson. His first 14th foul for LMU. It'll be the first free throw attempt for either ball club tonight. And Mike Meadows, mentioned earlier, had a career-high 29 points when these two teams met in late December to open up West Coast Conference play. It was December 29th. Meadows was playing with a limited roster around him. We mentioned Moses Wood did not play in that first matchup. Tyler Robertson played sparingly after getting injured early. A chance for a three-point play for Meadows. Averages 10.5 points per ball game. Able to knock down the free throw. 74% free throw shooter. And Portland with a 4-point advantage, 17-13, matching their largest lead of the night. Some trapping pressure. Anderson over to Lamage Lewis. Get across the lane and bounce it over to Lea Pepe, covered by Robertson. Now double teamed as he picks up the dribble, trying to pass out of it. And a 3-second violation. Pepe had one of those feet camped out in the lane after he picked up the dribble. You can see it there, maybe both feet. Tried to pivot out of it, but 3-second call is turnover number 4 for LMU. Portland will look to build on their 4-point advantage. Applewhite spoon feeds Nduka inside, who lays it in. That's a 6-point advantage for the Pilots, 19-13. Shelton trying to accelerate the pace for the Lions. Portland, good transition defense. And back in the hands of Shelton. They'll face and fire the three. That one's short. Rebound taken by Meadows. Here comes Portland. Portland up to 57% from the field so far. Applewhite stumbling down the lane, recovers and lays it in. Timeout for Stan Johnson and the Lions as Portland, their second 7-0 run of the half. This one extends the lead up to 8, 21-13. 9:35 to go in the half. We'll keep it here on the floor, but LMU out of sorts here in the early going, and Portland know that they're hungry. Mentioned they've won 3 out of 4. And a strong offensive team. They have righted the ship after a couple early misses. They're 9 of 15, 60% from the field. LMU, meanwhile, 6 of 17, 35% from the field. Stan Johnson trying to get the team refocused and on the right track. They'll keep the same 5 on the floor. Shelton, Anderson, Lewis, Arns, and Lea Pepe. There'll be full court pressure from the Pilots. Jack Perry in for the first time for Portland to join Meadows, Applewhite, Robertson, and Nduka. As Shelton gets it across to Anderson, and LMU looks to unlock their offense. Cam Shelton, just 2 points so far, as Portland has understandably devoted a lot of attention to Shelton whenever he has the ball, as Lea Pepe looking for the cutting. Lewis threw it out of bounds. Turnover number 5 for LMU. Saw Lewis was open and cutting, but the pass rifled over the top, too strong, and ball back to Portland. Last 7 points in their pocket, and also 6 consecutive field goals made for Portland. Meadows working up top on Lea Pepe to Nduka, gets past Shelton and lays it in on the reverse. Well, Portland had the defense switched up, and the big man Nduka with plenty of size over the top of Shelton. 9-0 run and a 10-point lead for Portland. Lea Pepe Working on Nduka, double team, turnaround left hand, baby hook is good. And a much needed basket there for the Lions to halt that 9-0 run and bring the Lions back to within 8. But see, this end of the floor is also the Lions looking to tighten the screws. 7 consecutive makes for Portland. Nduka makes it 8. And welcome back, everybody. Jesse Cass here with you at Gersten Pavilion. 7:55 to go here in this first half of play, and Portland has made 8 consecutive field goals, 11 of 17 from the field, and they lead LMU by 10. Lamaj Lewis to the free throw line. He's fouled by Meadows right before the timeout. Lewis has struggled at the line, 35% on the year, and off the mark on the first. Well, one more coming for Lewis, who right now leads the Lions with 5 points in the ball game. Second free throw also rattles off. And the Lion woes continue. It's a 10-point ball game, 25-15. LMU tries to pick up the defensive intensity. Jack Perry at the controls for the Pilots, covered by Stevens. Right, whistle, and Perry stepped out of bounds. Oh, an unforced error, the 4th turnover of the night for Portland. LMU gets the ball back with 7:36 to go in the half. Look at Perry, well, it's close there, but that mid-foot, left foot, just touched down on the line. As Shelton inside the lane, zips it out for Arns. Arns now dumps it down for Graham. Graham holds and kicks out for Arns. Straightaway 3, Travian. Second 3 of the night for the Lions, first for Arns. LMU's made 5 of their last 7. As we said, defensively is where they need to lock back in. Portland trying to make it 9 in a row. Meadows does not get the roll. Portland finally misses. But LMU comes away with a rebound. Shelton feeds Arns, pull up 3. Too strong, picked up by Lewis. Kick out to Stevens. Tried to get free for a sidestep, but good closeout. Arns now, drive and kick. Stevens blocked by Nduka. Out of bounds, it'll stay with the Lions. A good recovery there from Nduka. Saw that 1-3 though from Arns. Just picked up the energy for the Lions. More ball movement on this next possession. LMU with 11 to shoot as Cam Shelton will toss it in for LMU. Gets it to Arns, who hands right back to the Lion point guard. Working in the left corner, backs it out toward the wing. 5 on the shot clock. Shelton one-on-one with Wood. Crossover dribble, down the lane, up and under. Got too far under. Picked up by Graham. That ball definitely hit the rim. The shot clock went off. Graham had the follow after play had stopped. That shot had went in. The officials said they're going to review it. There's 100% certainty that hit the rim from Shelton, and there it is. Stan Johnson understandably upset with the miss from all 3 officials there. But it'll certainly be Lion basketball. They won't count that basket from Graham because play had kind of halted for a moment. The Lions will look to get the ball back with 6:29 remaining. We'll get another look once again. Shelton on the up and under. And there you see the clear contact with the rim. There was that follow from Graham, but as you saw, everyone kind of stopped. Tonight's officials, by the way, Frank Harvey, Nate Harris, and Rob Kuhneman. The Lions trail by 7, 25-18. LMU 8 of 22 from the field, 2 of 10 from downtown. And Portland 11 of 18, 2 of 5 from downtown. In the first meeting where the Lions won 92-72, LMU was 15 of 30 from three-point range. And Portland was 6 of 19. So obviously hard to replicate 15 made threes and 50%, but Lions a little cold so far in that 2 for 10 start from downtown. The officials continue to look at the monitor. We'll get one more look as well. I'm sure the officials are also looking at where the game clock stands after that shot hit the rim. Looks like it was 6:31 or 6:32 when Graham picked up the rebound. Portland in front by 7. We mentioned the shooting numbers for Portland. Chika Nduka leading the way. He's 4 for 4 with 8 points. Nduka's career high 16 points came against LMU in this building just over a year ago, January 17, 2022. So Nduka with 8. In the first match between the two teams, Chika Nduka rather, 0 points, 0 for 3, which is 2 rebounds in 20 minutes. So he's clearly come with a much stronger effort tonight. Extended delay here at Gersten Pavilion. But we mentioned kind of the push to pack this building, and the fans have turned out. Nice crowd on hand here tonight. Both sections, seats filled up pretty well. Student section full. Trying to see their Lions follow up on that Gonzaga victory. There you get a look at the nice crowd here on hand. But we've heard Stan Johnson talk after big wins for the Lions. How does LMU handle success after winning big games or winning big moments? So far, a slow start for LMU, but certainly a lot of time to go. 6:29 in the first half and another half to go. You see Moses Wood there for the Pilots. Wood 2 of 2 from the field. Both his shots inside the arc. He often likes to operate from long range. Get a look there at Moses Wood. Reno native. Stayed local initially, went to UNLV. Well-traveled in his collegiate career. Started with Tulane, then went to UNLV, and now at Portland in his second season with the Pilots. Was an All-WCC honorable mention selection a year ago. A long conversation continues for the officials. Both coaches extra time to reinforce their game plans to their teams. The Lions trail by 7. We mentioned this is a good opportunity for LMU to kind of establish their footing within the conference. Obviously, that's all dependent on if the Lions can take care of business during this little 2-game homestand. But if LMU were able to secure victories tonight and Saturday, they could go up to 6-3 in the conference and at least momentarily put themselves at 3rd place in the WCC with a road trip coming up. But obviously 1 game at a time approach for the Lions. Stan Johnson and Shantae Leggins get the explanation from the officials. From the look there, Shantae Leggins does not look pleased with the explanation that he's heard. We'll see if we'll get it all sorted out.
After fifth review, there will be 6 minutes and 27 seconds on the game clock, 17 seconds on the shot clock.
So after the lengthy review, it will be Lions basketball. No basket from Graham. 6:27 on the game clock, 17 on the shot clock for the Lions. Lions inbound after the delay. Chance Stevens holds out front over to Kelly Leapepe. Leapepe for Shelton with 5, and an illegal screen away from the basketball. First on Michael Graham. 15 foul. Ball back to the Pilots. As we approach 6 minutes to play in the half, Tyler Robertson handles for Portland. A whistle and a foul again on the Lions, this time on Leapepe. That's his first. 16 foul on the Lions. Well, the next one would put LMU in the penalty and put Portland on the line. They'll inbound on the side. Applewhite gets it into Robertson, and Portland will initiate. Applewhite off the Nduka screen. And things have really tightened up here quickly. 3rd foul in a matter of seconds on the Lions. First on Shelton, trying to fight over the Nduka screen. 17 foul. And it's Alden Applewhite to the line to shoot 1 and 1. 71% free throw shooter. Averaging 9.5 points per ball game, and the rainbow free throw is good. We get a look at Applewhite. The top reserve in the Big Sky Conference a year ago at Eastern Washington, and has been a nice addition for Portland. Goes 1 out of 2 at the line. Graham secures the rebound. It's an 8-point Portland lead, 26-18. 5:47 to go here in this first half. Cam Shelton covered by Robertson. Hesitation dribble down the lane to the bucket, and Shelton draws a foul.
Judge to Portland number 2, Tyler
second on Robertson. It'll send Shelton to the line to shoot 2. 15 foul for Portland.
At the line to the line, number 20, Cam Shelton, shoot 2.
Just 2 points so far for Shelton. First free throw is good. Obviously never have to worry about Shelton. Always so steady. He's had many big second halves. And will certainly have his imprint on this game. The Lou Henson National Player of the Week, WCC Player of the Week. 3 straight games over 25 points. Misses on the second free throw. Both 1 out of 2, so both teams exchange a single point possession. Portland looks to attack. Moses Wood, his pass deflected by Arns and taken by Graham. And here comes Shelton, surveying the scene. Guarded by the bigger Nduka. He'll drive inside, double clutching. Right-hander is good. Cam Shelton gets his second field goal to drop. Lions back within 5, 26-21. Robertson working on Leah Pepe. These two familiar with each other, the two Australian countrymen. Played against each other growing up and now doing so here on the collegiate level. Robertson over to Applewhite, contested 3, blocked by Arns. And a flopping foul on Applewhite. Tried to draw the foul on the 3-point attempt. Well, that's going to be a technical free throw on the flopping violation. So Arns will step up to shoot the free throw for LMU, 75% at the line on the year. And free throw is nothing but net. Lions creep back to within 4. Portland still at 58%, but now with 6 turnovers. And LMU only at 39%, but slight edge on the glass and able to just creep their way closer after trailing by 10. Well, after the technical free throw, came during a Portland possession, so they will retain possession, which is 6 on the shot clock. Robertson to toss it in. Gets it outside for Applewhite. Applewhite on the drive to the bucket. Layup off the mark, well contested by Leah Pepe, cleaned up by Graham. And here comes Shelton again. Shelton head of steam down the lane, running layup off the mark. No, tipped up and in by Graham. Michael Graham didn't have full control of it, but still able to guide it in. The Lions within 2, 26-24, 6-0 run for LMU. Robertson up top for Wood, being hounded by Arns, so he'll pitch it back to Robertson. Now over to Nduka. 15-foot jumper is nothing but net. Chika Nduka, 5 of 5 from the field. And stems the tide for the Pilots. Push their lead back up to 4, 28-24. 4 minutes to play in the half. Shelton, kick out Leah Pepe. Will pump on the 3 and now work into the post. Rainbow fall away, banks in. Tough shot from Leah Pepe. Not often use the glass on a straightaway jumper, but the Lions will take it. And again, a 2-point ball game, 28-26. And it's thrown away, taken by Graham. Red carpet to the rim. Michael Graham with a Graham slam. And we are tied at 28. LMU defense starting to pick up, and the crowd picking up their energy as well. 6 points for Graham. Shelton blows up the screen, and a late whistle and a foul. It's going to be the second on Shelton. It's from the official on the far end of the floor. That'll be free throws for Portland. We come back from the timeout on the floor. 3:17 to go in this first half of play. LMU has a race to 10-point deficit, and we are tied on the WCC network as you see Graham slam. We'll be back. Welcome back, everybody. Jesse Castor with you courtside at Gersten Pavilion. Tie ball game between the Lions and the Pilots. LMU led early by 4, and Portland took control with a 10-point lead, but since then LMU on a 13-3 run. It will be Portland to the free throw line. Chika Nduka to shoot 1 and 1, 53% free throw shooter. Nduka 5 of 5 from the field tonight, 10 points in 15 minutes. Front end free throw, no good. And the Lions trying to retake the lead. Last time LMU led was at the 16-22 mark when it was 6-5. Cam Shelton navigating inside out for Arns. Kicks it out now, Leah Pepe. Leah Pepe on the jab step, drive, kick out to Jalen Anderson. Anderson down toward the block, picks up his dribble, trying to find a safety valve, pivoting away, and a whistle and a travel. Lions had a couple times where maybe they missed the open man on that possession and then kind of got caught down low in traffic. A turnover for LMU is their 7th. And Portland with an opportunity to regain the lead with 2:42 to go in the half. Jolino top for Robertson. Swinging around to Meadows, covered by Leah Pepe. Now Sholin inside for Wood. Double team, swinging outside for Robertson. Back up top for Wood. Good active defense for the Lions. Shot clock down to 5. Meadows left alone for a deep straightaway 3. That's too strong, and Graham able to volley the rebound to himself and secure it. Another opportunity for LMU to try to jump back in front. Jalen Anderson over to Arns, swinging over the near corner to Leah Pepe. He'll put it on the floor, and a reach and foul on Meadows will be his 2nd. Team foul number 7. Well, that'll send Leah Pepe to the line to shoot 1 and 1. She make that the 6th team foul. So not free throws yet for the Lions. Stat monitor betrayed us there, as Leah Pepe's pass to Anderson just went off the fingertips and taken by Portland. Meadows spoon feeds Sholin, who shovels it home with a 2-handed jam. Oh, nice transition opportunity there for Portland off the LMU turnover, and the Pilots back in front by 2. Cam Shelton covered by Sholin. He'll drive, running floater, up and in. Familiar sight for Shelton, that right-handed floater. Able to drop in, same one we saw against Gonzaga. And LMU has tied it up at 30 with 1:25 remaining here in the first half. As Wood working on Shelton, wild floater off the mark. Nduka snares the rebound away in traffic. Out for Robertson. He'll pitch it back for Meadows. Now back over to Robertson, looking to lob for Sholin, but Anderson, despite the height mismatch, able to knock that away.
1 minute remaining.
Lions go to Leah Pepe. He's fouled by Sholin, and this time free throws will come for the Lions on the 17th foul. Saw the turnover there for the Lions, and it was a well-executed fast break. Meadows with the drop-off for Sholin. The show-off slam. So Kelly Leah Pepe to the free throw line. 1-and-1 opportunity for the 74% free throw shooter. And knocks down the front end of the 1-and-1. Kelly Leah Pepe averaging 14 points and 7 rebounds per ball game. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. And the Lions lead is 2, 32-30. Just under a minute to play in the half. LMU trying to finish the half strong after erasing a 10-point deficit. Moses Wood trying to step back for a three. That one in and out. Kalen Anderson able to track down the rebound. But a 10-second differential in the game and shot clock. Anderson goes quick, misses the floater. Got put back by Leah Pepe. No, but a foul. Well, 2-for-1 quest there from Anderson, and then Leah Pepe again on the boards. A foul on Alden Applewhite. Leah Pepe back to the stripe. First free throw is good.
Substitutions in game for LMU, number 11, called for the second.
9 points for Leah Pepe to lead the Lions so far in the first half, to go along with 4 rebounds and 18 minutes of action. Second free throw. That one skips off the back of the iron, and the rebound taken by Robertson. Lions lead 33-30. Portland will wind this clock down. Just a 2-second differential between game and shot clock, so they're going to take this thing down as far as they can. Robertson covered by Lewis, nearly mishandled, but able to recover. 8 on the shot clock. Moses Wood trying to shake free of Arns. Double team, kicks to Robertson. Left wing three, that's off the mark. Rebound kept alive, batted around, out of bounds. Let's say it's Portland basketball. Lions felt it should have gone the other way. But 2 seconds remain for the Pilots to get one more shot up. So Applewhite will inbound for the Pilots to get it into Wood. Fires at the buzzer. It's off the mark. And the Lions will take a 3-point lead into the half. And we'll talk with Stan Johnson. And LMU fans, get your season tickets on sale now for both women and men's basketball. Renew today at lmulions.com/tickets to get your chance to see the Lions in person as they go into West Coast Conference play. That's lmulions.com/tickets.
Seemed like you picked up your defensive intensity after that. What do you see in the kind of shift after the 10-point?
Well, they're a very good team. They're well coached, and I thought defensively, we weren't sound because offensively we were stagnant. We let that affect our defense. And that was the biggest difference. I thought we adjusted, we settled in, we played better defense, we got ourselves back in the game.
And obviously the last time you played them, they were a little different. They missed Moses Wood, and Robertson missed a lot of that game. Just how do you approach them differently with those guys back in the lineup?
Well, we didn't approach them any different the first time. We got to be really attentive to the three-point shot. Those guys can really shoot. I thought we got lucky. We've missed some coverages. Those guys have missed some wide open shots. We can't depend on luck to win.
And finally, you mentioned the offense kind of picked up from that stagnation, a little bit better pace at the end of the half. How do you keep that going in the second half?
They're switching everything, and that's making us stand around. We got to get ball movement, and we got to get a piece of the paint and play from there.
All right, Coach, appreciate your time.
Thanks.
As always, Lions lead by 3 at the half. We'll be back right here on the WCC Network.
At University Credit Union, we're a different kind of financial institution because we were founded over 70 years ago by the university community for the university community. Our experts put our member owners first by offering personalized advice on savings and investing and competitive loan rates to help you on your financial journey. Bank with your brain and get a financial advantage because you deserve more than a bank. You deserve a partner committed to your financial success. Learn more and join today at ucu.org. At University Credit Union, we're a different kind of financial institution because we were founded over 70 years ago by the university community for the university community. Our experts put our member owners first by offering personalized advice on savings and investing and competitive loan rates to help you on your financial journey. Bank with your brain and get a financial advantage because you deserve more than a bank. You deserve a partner committed to your financial success. Learn more and join today at ucu.org.
At Cedars-Sinai, we're right here for Los Angeles. Here for the Cedars-Sinai, proud to be #1 in California and #2 in the nation.
Get great seats, safer, simpler, and smarter with TicketSmarter. Choose great seats from over 125,000 live events, all backed with a TicketSmarter 100% ticket guarantee. Get your tickets smarter at ticketsmarter.com.
And welcome back, everybody. Jesse Caster with you at halftime, Gersten Pavilion. LMU with a 3-point lead, 33-30. Take a look at some of the first half highlights. Tyler Robertson got the scoring going for Portland. A three-pointer, also able to finish inside. See Moses Wood. Mentioned those two were not available in the first matchup. Robertson, at least for most of the first matchup. The Lions, for a slow start, started to get things going. Lamage Lewis with a rare three. Chika and Duca, 5 of 5 from the field. 10 points was a factor inside for Portland. Kelly Leapepe leading the way for the Lions. He has 9. And that baby hook ended a scoring drought and kind of got the Lions off the schneid. And then it was effort, energy plays. Michael Graham, a strong first half with 6 points. Both teams going back and forth. See Sholin there, and then Shelton, after being quiet early, ended up with 7 points at the end of the half for the Lions, who lead by 3. LMU 45% from the field in the first half, Portland 48. Both teams an identical 2 of 10 from downtown. Lions 5 of 9 from the stripe, and Portland 2 of 4. LMU +5 on the glass, Portland +4 in the assist department, and both teams even with 8 turnovers apiece. So a pretty even first half, and that's reflected in the score. 33-30, LMU in front on the WCC network. When we come back, we'll have the second half between the Lions and the Pilots. Don't go away. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for LMU men's basketball. They'll be back in action once again here from Gersten Pavilion on Saturday for their rivals, the Pepperdine Waves. That's an 8 p.m. tip-off Saturday, January 28th. Then the Lions venture out on the road to take on BYU and San Diego next Thursday and Saturday. And then LMU back at home February 9th against St. Mary's for a 7 p.m. tip-off. That's the upcoming schedule for LMU basketball.
What is our way? Our way is unrelenting, imposing as the mountaintops to our east, strong as the ocean to our west. Our way is forward, challenged by past achievement, expecting future success. Our way is committed, devoted, passionate. Our way fuels us to be different, to be inspired, to have faith in each other. What is our way? Our way is West.
And we look at the halftime stats, the key players of that first half for the Lions and the Pilots. For LMU, Kelly Leapepe, 9 points, 4 boards, and Michael Graham, he came off 9 points and 10 rebounds against Gonzaga. He's got 6 and 6 through the first half in this one. And for Portland, Chika Nduka with 10, and Tyler Robertson with 6. For LMU and Portland, 3-point lead for the Lions as we get ready for the second half of play. Now Stan Johnson, some final words of encouragement for his ball club. We heard in the halftime conversation with Coach Johnson, LMU with a little bit of an adjustment to Portland's defense, switching every screen. And we saw that, a little bit of stagnation, but it seemed like the Lions found their rhythm and momentum to end that first half. Obviously erasing a 10-point deficit and going into the half with the lead, but this one up for grabs, 20 minutes to go. Two hungry ball clubs. And we mentioned for the Lions the importance this could be for them in conference play. Same thing for Portland. After a slow start, going 0-3, they're 3-4, and they have a chance to tie the Lions in the standings if they win this one. So Portland has the ball to open up the second half. Tyler Robertson at the controls, working on Lewis. Had it stripped by Lewis, and then Asanza there to swat it away for his second rejection. So both line defenders had a hand on that one. And Cam Shelton and LMU operate on the offensive end for the first time tonight. Shelton covered by Scholand on the switch. He'll back it out in the corner. Working one-on-one, now gets the smaller Juan Sebastian Gorosito on him, 4 to shoot. Shelton inside, switching hands. No, Asanza tried to volley it back toward the rim, now corrals it. Kicks it to Leia Pepe, 3-ball in the way is too strong. This time Scholand able to collect the rebound for Portland. And the Pilots work back left to right in this second half. Tyler Robertson, shadowed by Arns, kicks out for Wood. Catch and shoot 3, that's too strong. And a good box out from Lamage Lewis results in an over-the-back foul on Christian Scholand. Second on Scholand, first team foul for the Pilots, and LMU basketball. Minute gone by, just over a minute gone by in the second half. Both teams 0 for 2 to start up half number 2. Cam Shelton keeping that dribble alive in the lane. Gets across, couple of pivots, tough little fall away. Floater is good from Cam Shelton. Never in a rush in the paint, just always working methodically. Those head fakes and that soft touch with the offhand. Shelton now with 9, and the Lion lead is 5. Portland looking to respond. Gorosito's 3 is too strong. Rebound taken by LMU. Get into the hands of Shelton. Shelton working off the Lewis screen, down to the block, picks up the dribble, line swinging around. Arns, left wing 3 is off the mark to the left. Leia Pepe volleyed the rebound, and it went off the Lion senior. Well, Portland will search for their first field goal of this second half. Both teams 2 of 12 from 3-point range. Mentioned both teams very capable, but have been offline in that part of the ballgame. We highlighted at the opening. And so far, both teams even in that category. Arns with a block from behind, but a whistle and a foul. Body contact on the chase down of Moses Wood in the back cut. Get another look. And yeah, Arns caught him across the head. Good call there from the official. 2 free throws for Moses Wood. First free throws of the night for the redshirt junior, and first one's good. 84% free throw shooter on the season. 5 points and 5 rebounds in 20 minutes for Wood. Second one good as well. First points of the half for Portland. It's a 3-point LMU lead, 35-32. Cam Shelton will get it across some quarter court pressure. Will go all the way to the rim and lay it in with the right hand. Cam Shelton knifing through the defense, getting all the way to the iron, and the Lions push that lead back up to 5, 37-32. Wood off the curl. Ball movement there from the Pilots, and then Leah Pepe and Nduka. Matchup there of the unstoppable force and the immovable object. Two strong players colliding, and Leah Pepe picks up his second personal, second team foul for the Lions. Inbounds comes in for Portland. Juan Sebastian Gorosito. Working over to Nduka, short jumper, his first missed field goal of the night. LMU comes away with a rebound. Cam Shelton over to Arns, catch and shoot three. That one just off the mark as well. Arns now just 1 of 6 from downtown. A lot of good looks though for the sharpshooter for the Lions. Love when he is aggressive in taking those. Gorosito on the drive, trying to get rid of Lewis. Pitches back out for Sholand. Good defense on the perimeter from Asanza, not normally out there. Ball reset back up top for Robertson. Shot clock down to 5. Gorosito catch and shoot 3, short. Rebound tracked down by Nduka, working on the smaller Shelton. Go up and under and draw a foul. So that'll be the third personal on Shelton. Third team foul for LMU. Shelton pleading with the officials there. Maybe the left hand kind of pushing down, but that would be the only thing. Otherwise looked like good verticality from Shelton on a matchup where he's undersized on the switch with the 6'5" big man Nduka. First free throw is good. Michael Graham and Chance Stevens in for the Lions. Lewis and Asanza take a seat. Second free throw from Nduka rattles in. Back to a 3-point ball game, 37-34. 16:25 remaining at LMU and Portland, each with 4 points in the half. Portland, all of theirs from the free throw line. They're 0 of 5 from the field in this second half of play. Cam Shelton covered by Sholand. Mentioned Portland has been switching everything, so the bigger Sholand covering Shelton. Double clutching inside, flips it up and in. Somehow in traffic, Cam Shelton spins it in. And the Lions in front by 5 again. Robertson trying to attack, lost it on the way up. Graham trying to wrestle away the rebound. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow is with the Lions nonetheless, so they will have possession when we come back from the timeout on the floor. 15:50 to go in the second half. Cam Shelton getting it going. He's got 13. Lions lead by 5 on the WCC Network. Fans are dancing here in Gersten Pavilion. We got a good ball game. 5-point lead for LMU. 39-34, 15:50 to go in this second half of play. Look at Cam Shelton, the National Player of the Week. After a little bit of a slow start to this one, he has rounded into form, as we mentioned he would. 13 points, 6 of 11 from the field to lead all scorers on the night. The hill control for LMU out of the timeout. Shelton, Stevens, Arns, Leapepe, and Graham for LMU. Stevens, catch and shoot off the curl. Trebian! Well-designed play out of the timeout. And Chance Stevens knocks down his first field goal of the night. Lions' third 3 in 14 tries. LMU with an 8-point lead, their largest of the game. As Wood, little pick and roll with Nduka. Floater on the way, no good. Wood collects the offensive board. Gorosito will try a 3, and that's good. So Portland now 3 of 14 from downtown. Two teams trading punches. And it's a 5-point line lead again. Whistle and a foul. Juan Sebastian Gorosito picks up his first, second team foul. So he'll check out. Mike Meadows back in for Portland for the Lions. Cam Shelton will get a breather. Jalen Anderson returns for LMU. Anderson yet to score here tonight, coming off 15 points in that win against Gonzaga. Kelly Leapepe working left block against Applewhite across the middle lane. Little baby hook is up and in. Leapepe in the double figures with 11. LMU has hit 3 consecutive field goals after starting 2 for 6 in the half. A 7-point advantage as Portland operates offensively. And Duca out on the perimeter. Robertson and Stevens battling down low for position. Applewhite will drive. Euro stepping down the lane, counted, then a foul. Applewhite with a chance for a 3-point play. Second on Chance Stevens and the 14th foul for the Lions. And you see that reach in there late. Strong finish for Alden Applewhite. Applewhite with 7. And second, or free throw rather, to complete the 3-point play is up and in. And Portland, despite being just 2 for 9 from the field, been able to use the free throw line to their advantage. 5 for 5 from the free throw line in the second half. Back to a 4-point ball game, 44-40. Jalen Anderson working off a Graham screen. Met by Nduka on the switch. Now back at the dribble. Give it over to Kelly Leapepe. Leapepe looking inside, well defended, so hand off for Arns. 4 to shoot for Arns. Has to fire at the end of the shot clock. Tried to draw some contact, but Moses Wood was able to avoid it. A shot clock violation for the Lions. Oh, Rick Esanza will check in for Michael Graham. 13:55 to go. LMU in front by 4. Lions have led by as much as 8, and Portland has led by as much as 10 in this ball game tonight. But every time either team threatens to create some real separation, the other team responds. Robertson, the handoff for Meadows. Now to Nduka. Nduka, the leading scorer on the night for the Pilots with 12. A whistle and a foul away from the basket on Stevens. That'll be his third. The Lions doing some switching as well. Stevens, 6'3" freshman, getting switched on to the 6'7" Applewhite. Committing a foul. Lions now with 5 team fouls with 13.5 to play. Wood down the right baseline, double clutching and scoring. Moses Wood with 8, and it's a 2-point ball game, 42-40, or 44-42 rather. Stevens on the drive across the lane, a little fall away is good. Chance Stevens able to knock down his second field goal, a rare 2-point field goal for the freshman. LMU able to extend back to a 4-point advantage. Meadows trying to shake free Alea Pepe, outside for Nduka. Stevens looking to front Robertson. Applewhite will fire a three. That clangs off the backboard in the iron. Rebound taken by Anderson. Anderson, dime inside for Asanza. What a feed, what a finish. Lions lead by 6 on the transition push from Anderson to Asanza. After Portland had trimmed it to 2, LMU able to push that lead back up to 6. 12:30 to play. Applewhite driving, stripped by Anderson off his leg and back to the Lions. So Jalen Anderson doing it on both ends. Look at that fast break, drawing the defense and feeding the big man. Beautiful assist and a big dunk from Big Rick. Then LMU forced the turnover and now trying to add on even further. LMU 5 of their last 5 from the field. They're 7 for 11 in the half. Shelton back out there. Shelton covered by Robertson. Give it over to Lea Pepe. Lea Pepe now looking to work in the post on Wood. Picks up the dribble, feeds back out for Shelton. Now they'll work pick and roll. Shelton zips it right corner for Marble. Pump fakes on the 3. Picks up the dribble, kicks to Anderson. He'll fire the 3 and connect. Travian. Jalen Anderson with big plays off the bench. It's a 7-0 run for the Lions. And LMU leads by 9. Timeout on the floor as Jalen Anderson getting it done. Passing, stealing, and shooting for the Lions, who lead by 9 on the WCC Network. And we're back here on the WCC Network. Jesse Cass with you at Gersten Pavilion. Another look at Jalen Anderson's 3-ball, which has the Lions in front by 9, their largest lead of the night, a 7-0 run for LMU after Portland had trimmed the lead down to 2. First points of the night on that 3-ball from Anderson, but mentioned good minutes off the bench, especially in this second half. Had that beautiful assist to Asanza, got a steal, and then hits the 3. Well, LMU will try to keep the momentum rolling with 11:45 remaining. Robertson looking down low for Sholin, and a whistle and a foul on Anderson will be his second. And that will send us to another timeout on the floor. So we'll step aside once again. 11:44 to go in the ball game. LMU remains in front by 9, 51-42 on the WCC Network. We'll be back. And we're back once again, everybody. Jesse Cass with you at Gerson Pavilion. 11:44 to go in this second half. LMU in front by 9. The Portland basketball out of the timeout. Robertson, Meadows, Applewhite, Wood, and Sholin, the 5 for the Pilots. The inbounds comes in to Wood. Covered by Leapepe. Lions with Shelton, Anderson, Marble, Leapepe, and Asanza. It's Robertson. Met on the switch by Asanza, drives at him. Asanza did a good job to avoid the foul, and Robertson misfired, and LMU now pushing back the other way. Cam Shelton directing traffic, as he often does for the Lions. Calling for a little give-and-go screen, handoff with Asanza. Looking over in the right corner, crossover dribble. Picks it up, lobs it up, and Asanza throws it down. Beautifully done to the Lions big man, Cam Shelton on the setup, and another big dunk from Asanza. And then back the other way, away from the basketball. Marble will pick up the personal. Subs coming in for Portland. Look at Cam Shelton drawing 2 defenders and just throw it up high. Asanza will find it. Rick Asanza, who the numbers don't jump off the page, but he's looked more and more comfortable with more and more minutes throughout the year, averaging just about 4 and 4. That's what he got, 4 and 3 tonight, but the activity, mentioned the 3 blocks and great defense against Drew Timme and Gonzaga. He's had a couple of big blocks and dunks here tonight. As Sholin misses the front end of a 1-and-1, an 82% free throw shooter. Well, missed opportunity for the Pilots. LMU, 11-point advantage, their largest of the night, trying to add to it. Cam Shelton working on Duca. Double clutching, gets inside, contact there. Shelton gets the offensive board and draws a foul. Cam Shelton not deterred after the initial miss. And it was Sholin who kind of tapped it to him. Sholin and Asanza were battling on the other side of the rim. Foul was on Moses Wood, his second. So 3rd team foul for Portland in this second half. And Shelton to shoot 2. 1 of 2 at the line tonight. Knocks down the first. Lamaj Lewis comes in for Kelly Leapepe. Shelton 67% on the line on the year. Second free throw is too strong. Second time tonight he's gone 1 out of 2. And the Lions lead is 12, 54-42, 10.5 to play. Juan Sebastian Gorosito resets up top for Meadows, and now into the hands of Wood. Maj Lewis trying to stick to Moses Wood, does a good job, now pokes it away. Wood recovers, working down left block, and an offensive foul. Oh, Lamaj Lewis, that's all individual effort on the defensive end from Lewis. And Lewis, another guy who his offensive numbers don't jump out on the page, but he is a great defensive player, and he's starting to slowly but surely impact the game offensively as well. As Marble into traffic got caught in no man's land and traveled as he picked up the pivot foot. A turnover for Marble and the Lions is their 10th of the ball game, just the second of this second half. Portland with the basketball back. Scoring drought of 3.5 minutes for the Pilots. It's 10-0 run for the Lions. Anderson with the block on Gorosito. Jalen Anderson, we mentioned the steal. Now a block. Cam Shelton down the lane, running floater. Gets the friendly roll. Cam Shelton with 16 points and a timeout by Portland once again. 12-0 run for the Lions. And the lead is up to 14. We'll keep it here on the floor in this timeout. See the great defensive effort from Anderson, and then Shelton, tough in traffic, able to get the roll. He wanted a foul too, as you can see on the replay, but Cam Shelton, 7 of 13 from the field, 16 points. Go along with 4 rebounds and 2 assists. The Lions up by 14. Still a lot of time, long way to go in this one. But LMU certainly likes where they're at right now. 10 of 15 in this second half, and they've held Portland in turn to 3 of 13. So it'll be Portland basketball out of the timeout. Pilots now with just 1 timeout remaining. Officials briefly went to the monitor to have checked the clock, and now ready to roll back into action. Portland basketball here as Wood tosses into Robertson. We'll pick it up, and the Pilots work left to right. Meadows being guarded tightly by Anderson. Will work off an Nduka screen. Pull-up jumper is good. Mike Meadows' second field goal. He's been quiet so far tonight, just 5 points. Mentioned he had 29 in the first meeting. Anderson, step back 3. Travian! Jalen Anderson, his second 3. And the Lions now 3 of 6 from distance in this second half. Meadows trying to get going. Misfires on the little jump shot. A couple Pilots down. Lions with a chance to run. Shelton down the lane, kick back. Anderson, left wing 3. That one just off the mark. And Perry able to collect the rebound for Portland. A quick outlet to Meadows. Got past Anderson, missed the layup. Looked like he lost his footing. Meadows still down on the other end. Portland will give a foul. Hopefully Meadows is okay. He's kind of reaching at his left knee area. The foul was given to stop the play by Perry. Well, getting another look, hopefully for Meadows, the cramp, but obviously wishing for the best for Meadows on that kind of awkward fall on his way up. There's the play where Meadows took off, saw no one near him. And maybe on the push-off, obviously anytime it's a non-contact injury, those are the scarier ones. So we hope for the best for Meadows, who will get looked at on the Portland sideline. Juan Sebastian Gorosito comes back out there for the Pilots. And LMU will inbound, 8:40 to go. Lions in front by 15 as Lewis tosses into Shelton. Quickly double teamed and trapped. He'll get it ahead to Lewis. Lewis down the lane, kicks to Marble, all alone for 3. That one too strong. Rebound batted around. Shelton has a beat on it, saves it. Scrum for the basketball, picked up by the Lions. And then an offensive foul as Marble got it to Graham in tight quarters. Robertson was waiting to take the contact, so it'll be the second on Graham. 8th team foul on the Lions. Both teams battling hard on that possession. Ultimately led to the offensive foul there when Graham ran into Robertson. Robertson controls, works off a screen from Nduka. Now pitches back to Wood. Wood over to Robertson, and then Graham a little overzealous on the defense. Picks up his 3rd personal, the 9th team foul. And Robertson to the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1. Uncharacteristically quiet night for Robertson. He hit those first 2 threes, looked like he was going to be off to the races, but he has been stuck on that 6-point mark since then. 6 points, 2 boards, 2 assists in 29 minutes. Mentioned that performance Robertson had last season against the Lions as he misses the free throw. Offensive board by Wood, and the Pilots will reset, get another chance. Perry deep three, that's too strong. This time Lewis able to tip the rebound ahead for the Lions. Shelton races into the front court. Lions go down low, left block for Graham. Lewis, no hesitation on the three, train the end. Second three of the night for Lamage Lewis, and the Lions lead by 18, 62-44. Robertson trying to respond, blocked by Graham, and the Lions look to run. Shelton weaving through defenders, kicks to Anderson, handoff over to Marble, and he'll go to the baseline, kick to Anderson, he'll fire the three. Skips off the iron, loose ball picked up by Lewis, and he's fouled. And a technical foul on Portland as well. I believe it's on Juan Sebastian Gorosito. The officials had heard enough chirping. Well, that'll take us to a timeout on the floor. We'll get it all sorted when we come back. Lions in front, 62-44. We look at Lamage Lewis connected on a three. Lions in front by 18 on the WCC Network. We'll be back. And welcome back, everybody. Jesse Cass here with you courtside at Gersten Pavilion. 7:21 remaining in the ball game. LMU with an 18-point advantage, 62-44. It's an 18-2 run for the Lions. LMU was in front 44-42 and has taken control over the last 6 minutes of action as Shelton in and out on the first technical free throw. Juan Sebastian Gorosito, who did pick up that technical, so 2 shots. Second one from Shelton is good. The Lions will retain possession. Shelton, Anderson, Marvel, Lewis, and Graham. And Portland with Robertson, Applewhite, Sholin, Wood, and Nduka. Shelton will throw it off the leg of Sholin to avoid a 5-second count.
Substitution in for Portland, number 23, Vasily Vucinic. Replaces number 15, Chika Nduka.
And Vasily Vucinic will check in for the first time for Portland. Sophomore out of Montenegro. As Nduka heads to the bench. Shelton working along the baseline, will back it out. Play catch with Anderson, and now Shelton will reset, take the dribble to the midcourt. Now operate for the Lions, zips it over to Lamage Lewis. Lewis across the lane, scoop layup is good. Lamage Lewis with 10. A strong offensive night for Lewis to go along with great defense as usual And it's going to be an offensive foul. Moses Wood pushing off in the post on Shelton. Third personal on Wood and the 17th foul. And just that, see that off arm. Call that the chicken wing with the elbow extended. The Lion lead is 21. It's a 21-2 run for the Lions. Jalen Anderson over to Cam Shelton. Shelton top of the key, hesitation dribble down the lane, met by multiple defenders, poked away and stolen. And the Pilots look to run. Moses Wood, kick out for Applewhite. Good transition D initially by the Lions. Robertson kicks it back to Wood. Step back straightaway jumper, no good. Shelton trying to wrestle the rebound away. Knocked out of bounds off of Shelton. Portland basketball. Sansa and Leah Pepe return for the Lions. Graham and Marble check out. 6:13 remaining. Lions in front, 65-44. Moses Wood over to Applewhite. Applewhite covered by Sansa way out on the perimeter. Now back up top for Wood. 5 to shoot for the Pilots. Go over to Sholin. Turnaround free throw line jumper is too strong. A rebound tracked down by Sansa. Cam Shelton and the Lions will slow the pace a bit. 5:45 to play. And after what was a close game for the first 25, 28 minutes or so, Lions have blown it open. Just trying to run through the tape to finish it out. Shelton with 5 to shoot. Step back, 3-ball, Trevian. Cam Shelton with 20. His first 3 of the night. And the Lions lead by 24, 68-44. Wood on the drive. Follow-away jumper is good. Just the 5th field goal of the second half for the Pilots. 5 of 21 from the field in the half. Brings a slowdown to the 25-2 run that the Lions put on to blow this one open. Foul away from the basketball on the Lions. Is on is Sansa, that's his 3rd. Team foul number 10 on the Lions. Turnover number 13 for LMU. Robertson off the Vucinic screen, working in close quarters. Trying to dump it in for Vucinic, he'll get it. Spin to the rim and lay it in. Vucinic able to knock it in. Portland trims the deficit to 20. Back-to-back field goals for the Pilots after a long drought. Jalen Anderson crossing over up top on Vucinic. He'll pull up for a little 10-foot jumper and splash it home. Jalen Anderson. Good second half minutes. Was scoreless in the first half. Has been great since. And then Wood flying in. Anderson tried to get out of the way, but we whistle for his 3rd foul instead. Free throws coming for Moses Wood. Wood, 10 points and 7 rebounds in the ball game. He was the key player to watch for the Pilots. He's had a decent night, but obviously Portland as a team has gone cold in this second half. Obviously that's in large part due to the LMU defense, how they've been able to turn this game around. Wood, good on both free throws. He's 4 of 4 on the night, 12 points and 7 rebounds for Wood. 70-50, 20-point lead for the Lions. 4:13 to go. Jalen Anderson controls up top for LMU. Go under the 4-minute mark. Lions down low for Sansa. brought it down low, had it swiped away and stolen. Robertson on the deflection, and here comes Portland. Applewhite hop step down the lane to the rim, no. Tip follow is in. Another bucket for Vasily Vucinic. 70-52, 3:30 remaining. Cam Shelton again orchestrating for the Lions. Working up top near the LMU logo. Shot clock down to 10. 1-on-1 against Robertson. 7 to shoot. Kick it to Anderson off the curl. Right wing three. Travian! Jalen Anderson with 11 points, all in the second half. Wood back the other way will draw a foul. It's on the floor. It'll be the fourth on Shelton. It'll send us to a timeout on the floor. 3:05 remaining. LMU in front, 73-52. Cam Shelton again leading the way. 20 points for the Lions, who lead by 21. Well, let's take a look at the University Credit Union key moment in today's ball game. And it's Michael Graham, the theft and the jam. Graham going coast to coast for a smooth flight 21. And the Lions lead by 21 here with 3:05 to play. That's the University Credit Union key moment in today's game. There's a look at Michael Graham, 6 points and 8 rebounds. Transfer from Elon out of Brooklyn, New York. He had the game-winning block on Drew Timme in the win against Gonzaga and has had another strong performance off the bench here tonight. Moses Wood back to the free throw line. First free throw is good. Lions with 4 players in double figures, 20 for Shelton. And then just a smattering of contribution from the other Lions. 11 for Jalen Anderson, 11 for Leah Pepe, as Wood misses the second. And 10 points for Lamage Lewis. The Lions lead by 20. Just under 3 minutes to play. Jalen Anderson controls up top, works off a Graham screen. All the way down to the bucket, caught in traffic in a late whistle and a foul. A bailout foul from Wood. Anderson might have got himself caught too far underneath, but he'll get a trip to the free throw line. Anderson to shoot 2. First free throw for Anderson is good. And for the Lions, you're seeing, even with missing Alex Murphy for the past couple of games, you're seeing other players kind of develop their confidence. Anderson obviously has always been a very talented offensive player as he knocks down a pair. But Anderson in conference play has seen his shooting percentages rise as he's gotten more comfortable. Talked about Lamage Lewis, what he's done offensively. Lions getting contributions throughout the lineup as unforced error for the Pilots gives it back to LMU with 2:33 remaining. And Lewis, we mentioned his offensive output. The 10 points is a career high as a Lion. He did have 11 in an exhibition game, but in terms of regular season success, it's a new career high for him. Shelton straightaway 3-ball, that one off the mark. Graham initially had a beat on the rebound, but tracked down by Wood. Portland pushes ahead over to Applewhite, steps into the 15-footer, short. Rebound collected by Lea Pepe. LMU now looking to slow down the pace on their way to their 15th win of the season. Of course, last year they won 11, but certainly a different year for the Lions. They're going to improve to 5-3 in conference play and win their 3rd game in a row tonight. Shelton dancing at the end of the shot clock, crossover down the lane, running floater, no, put up by Graham, and he puts it in on the follow. Oh, Graham collects his 10th rebound, and the Lions are going to empty the bench, and the crowd is going to acknowledge it. A well-deserved ovation for the Lion regulars. Platoon swap for LMU. We'll see Keon Nader, walk-on James Nobles, A.J. Williams all check in for the first time tonight, along with Quan Marble and Chance Stevens to round out the 5. .122 to go. Wood on the drive, and a hand-checking foul on Marble will be his 2nd.
Second personal. At the line for Portland, number 1, Moses Wood, shooting 2 free throws.
Moses Wood back to the line where he's spent a lot of time in this second half. First free throw is good. He's now 6 of 7 at the charity stripe. There's a smiling Cam Shelton, and why not? Another 20-point performance for him. Lions on their way to victory as Wood goes 2 for 2 at the line. .77-55. See if the Lions get a look for either Nader, Nobles, or Williams, the guys that don't get a chance to see the floor often. Right now, Marble handling, covered by Sholin. Working one-on-one, crossover down the lane to the rim, and it draws a foul. So Marble to the free throw line. Third personal on Sholin. 10th team foul. Marble to the line. First free throw is good. Mentioned for the Lions, 2 home games this week. They'll play Pepperdine, their rivals, on Saturday. The Waves were the only other WCC game in action across town. They played San Diego and fell 87-78. So Pepperdine now 0-8 in conference play. So you know they'll be desperate for a win on Saturday. Should be a fun basketball game there as Gorosito able to lay it in. After Marble went 2 for 2 at the line, 79-57. Quan Marble will hold the basketball here. Let some time wind off. Now puts the ball on the floor. Marble down to the left baseline. They'll find Nader. Nader with 3 to shoot. Now he'll try to find the cutting Marble, but too late for a shot clock violation. No turnover for the Lions. Will go as their 15th of the ball game. And now 21 seconds remain from LMU in their 15th victory of the year. On Sebastian Gorosito, works to the free throw line. He'll toss it under for Vucinic. Now for Sholin, will fall away, 3-ball, no good. Rebound comes right back to him. They'll kick it out for Colin Lemke, who just checked in. Counted in a foul for Lemke. Lemke getting a chance to enter the ball game as well for Portland. scores late. Chance for a three-point play. Free throw is good. And that will put the final touches on the final score, 79-60. Lions dribble out the clock and win the ball game. We're going to look at the handshakes from the Lions and the Pilots. LMU improves to 15-7 on the year, 5-3 in West Coast Conference play. Portland falls to 11-12, now 3-5 in West Coast Conference play. Stick with us. We're going to be joined by Lamage Lewis post-game, the Lions' victory here tonight. Lewis with a and next up at home for the LMU Lions, back here in Gersten Pavilion, LMU and Pepperdine, the PCH Cup. The Lions in the Waves, 8 p.m. tip-off from Gersten Pavilion for LMU and Pepperdine here on the WCC Network. And then you'll... Good. All right, we're joined here post-game by Lamage Lewis, the Lions' 79-60 victory. Lamage, congratulations on the win. You guys got off to a little bit of a slow start offensively, but really turned things around midway through that first half. What led to the change for you guys in the first half?
Coach really has a big emphasis on keeping poise this stretch coming up in conference. So just playing together, playing our game, and trusting that, you know, if we play together and play defense especially, that, you know, our offense will come. So, and that's what happened.
And obviously for you, you've been able to get the start the past couple of ball games. It seems like you've been getting more comfortable, always a big factor on the defensive end, but offensively, finding your game, a couple of three-pointers, drives to the basket. What have you seen that's been able to open up the floor for you on the offensive end?
Really just believing in myself and the work I put in. You know, the guys believe in me, coaches believe in me, so it's really up to me to, you know, take that energy from them and put it towards the game, and I'm really seeing the impact when I play. So shout out to my teammates and my coaches for believing in me.
And I know one thing Coach Stan harps on a lot is being able to respond well from success. You guys obviously had an incredible win, huge win against Gonzaga on the road. Just how much was that focus to not have a letdown tonight and be able to focus and take care of business coming back home off that really big win?
Yeah, that was a huge emphasis all week, you know, just staying poised, really. You know, we could have easily let this one go if we got comfortable, you know, with the big win last week, but we didn't let that win affect this game today. So big emphasis on just keep moving forward, next game, next practice, and keep moving forward during the season.
And next game, of course, you get your rivals, the Pepperdine Waves, here at home on Saturday. Just what's the focus going into that game?
We know they're a young team, but they play really well, well coached, so we just got to lock in on scout and just keep moving forward with our season.
Well, Lamage, congratulations on the win, the 10-point career high tonight, and great win. We'll look forward to seeing you on Saturday.
Yeah, thank you.
So Lamage Lewis, Lions win this one 79-60. We look at some final highlights from the Lions win. Cam Shelton led the way with 20 after a slow start from 3. LMU ended up 8 of 23, 35% from downtown. Portland only made 3 three-pointers in 18 attempts. That was one of them there from Juan Sebastian Gorosito. But LMU's defense, after some initial struggles, really dug deep, locked down, able to ignite what turned into an offensive explosion in the second half. 46 second half points for the Lions on 63% shooting, outside and inside. Some big jams by Rick Isanza. LMU improves to 15-7. And Portland falls to 11-12. Lions win this one tonight, 79-60, your final on the WCC Network. To all our folks involved, thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you next time on the WCC Network.